Alright, Nate, I'm wasting my time making you this video on how to hook up this PlayStation Classic. So you're going to need a couple of things. First, you're going to need to unbox your PlayStation Classic. Mine is already unboxed. Second, once you unbox things from your PlayStation Classic, you're going to need some more things. You're going to need to have a PlayStation Classic. This is a PlayStation Classic, Nate. Chelsea Clinton, if you're there with him, you can help out Nate in setting up his PlayStation Classic. Other than that, he's also going to need the power cable. Yours is not going to have this clicky click switch. You ain't getting a clicky click switch with yours. You're also going to need this USB OTG adapter. Now, your adapter is going to have your USB drive plugged into this end right here. Should be plugged into it. If it's not plugged into it, you need to let me know immediately, because this is easier than Marvel 3, Marvel 2, Marvel 1. You're also going to need one controller. You're also going to need an HDMI cable that should be included, and it's branded as the Nintendo Switch HDMI cable. Don't ask me why. So now let's go into the process of hooking this up. First thing you're going to do, you're going to take your flash drive. I got to get on my knees on this one. Oh crap, it hurts. It's hard doing this with one hand. Take the OTG cable. See how it looks like this? You're going to take this flash drive, you're going to plug it right in. Hold on just a second. Again, it's hard doing it with one hand. Sweet baby Jesus, this is hard. All right. So now, cable's plugged in. See that? It's all plugged in. This and this is going to do something magical. So you go over here, you grab your PlayStation Classic like so. Turn it to the back. Take this cable and plug it directly in here where the power goes. Where the power goes. Okay, why are you trolling me, PlayStation Classic? Where the power goes. It's hard doing this with one hand. I know how YouTubers feel now. Oh my lord. There, okay, power's plugged in. Then, you're gonna take your power cable. You're gonna take this power part of it and plug it into this part here. Let's go and plug this. Oh god, plugging this in is hard. Give me a minute. Okay. The power cable should fit snugly in. You're gonna take this part and you need to plug it into something that gives off 5 volts. You can plug it into your TV. If you got like a little charging power brick, you can plug it into that. Anything that you can plug this into where it gives off power, you're good. Next, take your HDMI cable. And you gotta plug this into the back of your PlayStation Classic. I know how difficult this is. I'm using one hand. And then, after you have this all set up, hook it up to your TV. I'll be right back. Okay, Nate. Now that you've hooked up your PlayStation Classic to your TV, this light here should be an orangish amber. Don't turn it on. I repeat, don't turn this sumbitch on. I need you to take the PlayStation cable. Keep in mind, these things are fragile as fuck. So, you may not want to keep it wired in all the time. Plug that sumbitch in. Oh god, it's taking forever. Alright, now it's plugged in. It's ready to go. This is the easiest part of this tutorial. Press the power button. That light should go green. And then once I get signal on here, it's just my PlayStation Classic acting up. Give it a couple minutes, it's good. She's good. Okay, something crashed. I'll be right back. See, this is what I get for not unmuting my mic. I feel like a smart ass adult. Anyway, Nate, hello, welcome. Hi, Chelsea Clinton. Welcome to the Bat Cave. I'm in my Bat Cave. Anyway, Nate, you're going to see this screen once you plug in your PlayStation Classic. We're gonna walk through settings, Nate. It's not that hard. Chelsea can hold your hand. Chelsea Clinton hold his hand. The boy is scared. He needs his hand held. Anyway, you're going to have all these options at the bottom. If you plug it in and it tells you it needs to scan, press X, let it do its scanning. Anyway, If we press the start button, we go into auto bleed. If we press the X button, we can rescan the games that are on the USB drive. But you, sir, you only have the games that I have. Ah, you can also go into RetroArch. I think it might be set for Emulation Station, but we'll try to switch that in a few. You can also press triangle for about, select as options, L1 is advance, L2, pressing L2 and R2 will turn off your PlayStation Classic. Now, one thing I will recommend to you, once you press L2, R2 and power it off, unplug the PlayStation Classic from the power source. I mean, literally unplug it from the fat part of the USB cable, not directly from the PlayStation Classic. Give it a couple minutes. Once it powers off, unplug that son of a bitch. Whenever you want to use it, plug it back in. So let's go through some options, okay? So I'm going to press select. And as you can see, we have all this stuff. I think yours is going to be playing music by default. So what you want to do, my music's off. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. If you press right, the music cuts back on. Lucky for me, I can't hear the music. I feel great. So I'm going to cut it off. You can turn on widescreen effects. You can turn on the filter effects for the graphics. Don't worry about this one. If you want to change the theme, press X. Don't press X because it just goes back. Press right or left and you can change themes on the PlayStation Classic. I think I only have two. Yeah, I only have the two, three. I have three, but you have a bunch you can go through. Show internal games, that's the default games that come on the PlayStation Classic. You could choose to turn that on and off. Cover style, that's all on you. I think yours might be just like clean. I set it for clean. The music, you could switch background music. We already went through that. We can hit cancel. All right. If you press L1 and hold it down, you can see hardware information on the PlayStation Classic. Really, you don't have anything set up for yours, so don't worry about this. And I would recommend that you don't even worry about it. It ain't worth it. Memory cards, you can make custom memory cards. Don't worry about this. Again, you got more space than a little bit to make memory cards. Game manager, this is where you can go in and see the games. You can choose what you want to delete, all that other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Again, you don't have the same games that I do. It's okay. It's okay. We still love you. We still love you. Everyone loves you. Everyone loves you. All right. So with that in mind, let us go to auto bleed. So I press start, and now you get to see all the games on your PlayStation Classic. So I'm going to go to one that I know you mentioned before. I'm going the wrong way. And that's Tekken, right? You have Tekken 3 on yours. And remember before you mentioned, hey, Tekken 3 plays pretty slow. I don't want to play this slow game. Well, Nate, you're going to play the slow game. So we press X. And we let this slow game go. Ignore what you see in the lower left part of the screen. In fact, ignore everything I'm doing right now because I don't want you to know about this right now. I might have to edit this part of the fucking thing out, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to keep it in just cuz. I'm going to keep this shit in. Why is it still there? I don't like it. Exit out. Don't worry, I'll show you everything. All right. So we're back here again. We press X. Tekken 3 loads up. You're probably like, oh snaps, I can play Tekken 3 with the boys and be like, I'm the best at Tekken 3 because I play Eddie Gordo and I only use 2 buttons. That's true. So you see all this, right? We're here. Why do I not hear this game? It's perfectly fine. We're gonna go into practice. Okay? I'm gonna pick your favorite character. Okay? Pick your favorite character, Eddie. And I know how much you love Eddie, so we're gonna get 2 Eddies, so that way you understand that this is how we're gonna get shit to work. So you have 2 Eddies, right? Like, oh man, that frame rate is really slow. I don't like it. It's so slow. oh my god, the response time is just not there. I can't do my circle X combos because those 10 frames mean something. So this is what you're going to do in order to fix that. You're going to hold down select and press triangle. And then this screen appears. You have so many options here now that you can thank the great creators of AutoBlame for. You can quick save, quick load, toggle a filter, change the CD image. That's if a game has more than 2 discs and you pressing the open button doesn't switch the discs. The PCSX menu, you can save the configuration and you can exit here. So what you're going to do on yours, I think I may have set yours, but for any game you want to change settings on, go into the menu and you get these. You can resume the game, save your state, load your state, reset the game, load the image, options, controls, cheats, extra stuff, credits, etc. You're going to go into options. Frame skip is on auto by default. You can show the frames per second if you want, change the region. Oh, it was set for NTSC. It should have been set for PAL, but that's my fault. So instead, we're going to show the frames per second. Don't mess with any of these. These you don't want to mess with. These 3 that have the brackets, leave them alone. If you want to, now for Tekken, if you want to save this by default, just for Tekken, choose save configuration for loaded game. If you want to save it for all games, choose the first option. So I'm going to save it for the loaded game. I'm going to go to resume game, and boom, 60 frames a second. Now let's say I don't like this widescreen look, right? Widescreen so horrible on my TV that's 52 inches at 120 hertz. I feel dirty. So again, select plus triangle, go into options. You can go into options again. I think display. No, it's not display. I'm sorry. It's not display. I just went into the option I told you not to go into. Toggle filter. No, it's not toggle filter. It's not PCSX menu. Let's exit. We can, if you choose exit, you immediately exit the game. Unlike the default PlayStation Classic that gives you 2 save slots, this gives you 4. Once you press, I believe, the reset button on the Classic, it automatically lets you do a save state. So don't worry about anything. You're in good hands right now. We're not going to do that. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go into settings and we're going to turn off widescreen. Widescreen sucks like video games. And we'll go to, I don't know, Lost Tekken. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, I got scared. I was like, this may not be my memory card. So I turned off widescreen. We're playing a new game now. You're like, why are you switching up the games? Because I can do that, Nate. And as you can see, I have black borders on the left and right hand parts of the screen. That's widescreen for you. Also, if you notice in the lower left hand part of the screen, I don't have the frame rate counter on because I don't get it. But that's basically it. So let's say, I don't want to play Marvel. I don't want to play X-Men versus Street Fighter. Select plus triangle, hit exit. Bye-bye. And as you can see, I have a save state already. I can hit cancel. But now you're like, well, sir, this is really, really nice, sir. I like it. I like it a lot. But I want to play the Yu-Gi-Oh! I need to get my dueling in. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to the home screen. You can either power off, power back on, or if you're already in AutoBlame, you can hit circle on the game's carousel and it leads you here. Hit square. It should load up RetroArch. Once you get into RetroArch, you are going to have to you will have to remember this or document this video. You're not going to have a loadout like me. Yours is definitely not going to look like this. I tell you that right now. What you want to do is from the main menu, go to load content. You're going to go to, which one is it? Media. And in media, you should have a folder called ROMs. Now, this is the flash drive of the PlayStation Classic. So go into ROMs. You have none of these games. None of them. None of these games. You might have Dreamcast. You might have a Thomas Wave. I don't remember off the cuff. You might have Naomi. Naomi, I think you do have. But you're going to go into PSP, and you're going to see all the games that you want to load. So let's say, for instance, I know you have God of War. I've given you God of War. I don't know how it runs, but we're going to try it anyway. So you want to look, let's say, well, I feel like going around being the God of War like Kratos and, trying to build up my special meter by going to sleep with women in the game. So hit X and you're going to see suggested cores. This is basically the console that you want to play it on. You want to go to Sony PlayStation Portable, KM_PPSSPP Extreme. Hit X again. The screen is going to freeze, but then it's going to load up the game. It should load up the game. And there you go. Now, again, I've not played this game. So I don't know how the frame rate or anything is. In fact, I can't even hear audio from it. I think it froze. Oh, no, it's extremely slow. Frame rate's horrible. It's taking so many minutes for it to load up. But for you, you have Yu-Gi-Oh! And you have Gao. So make do what you can with it. If you want to get out of RetroArch for any reason, press the power button. And then that'll pop up. Press the power button again. Well, technically, I talked. So you got to press it twice. And then boom, you're back in this menu. So I'm trying to remember how you switch if you don't have RetroArch. And it's not coming to me. But hopefully this helps you, Nate. This is not the hardest thing in the world. If you want anything else, you know how to get in touch with me. Other than that, I hope this helps you. And if you have any other questions, let me know. Have a nice one. Bye-bye. How do I end this? This is not a stream. This is just me recording. I feel smart, Nate. Thank you. Thank you, Nate.